Hey guys, it's Shannon. Welcome back to the channel. So sorry that the camera is shaking right now. I'm going to try to hold it still. I have Simon in here, one of my kitties, and he's trying to help by knocking the tripod. He's actually laying on the floor, rubbing his face all over the tripod, so hopefully it won't shake too much. So today what we are here to do, there he goes again. What we are here to do is a Hobonichi haul. So I love Hobonichi planners, and I recently got my planners for 2020. Now here's another cat. This is going to be Captain Jack. You might see his feet. Anyway, you know, you turn on the camera and you try to start filming and you get surrounded by cats. That's just the way it works if you have cats. Okay, so anyway, Hobonichi 2020 planner haul. Now I don't use a ton, but I do use two specific ones, so I wanted to go ahead and get mine for 2020. And I'm just going to kind of show you the few things I got here. Now, if you want to know more about how I plan and how I use these, I am going to have a video coming up where I show the 2019 planner, and I'll also show you these planners actually set up for 2020. So this is just going to be showing the blank planners. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Actually, no, we'll start with the box. So here's my Hobonichi Techo 2020. What's in here, I actually purchased from Hobonichi, which is their online store. And then this one I actually purchased on Amazon because after I placed my order with Hobonichi, I decided I wanted this planner as well. And there's Captain Jack. So this one came from Amazon, this came from Hobonichi. So let's see what we have here. I don't know if I have an invoice in here. Hopefully not. Let's see. Is there an invoice? I don't see an invoice. Okay. So this is going to be pretty simple. Let me put this aside and pull this out. I only had one thing in there. So we'll just toss that on the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. This is a pen that they sent to me. So when you buy a planner online, you get gifts. Had I bought this from them, I would have gotten more gifts, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and open this up. I think any planner you buy, you get a free pen. And thus far, I haven't really used these pens. I know a lot of people really love them. I haven't really loved them myself yet, but we'll try. So, oh goodness, the cat is now tearing apart the paper. Okay, kitty, that's too loud. Hold on a second, guys. I wish you could see what's happening here. Kitty, get off the paper. Off the paper. Okay, he's nothing but trouble. That's what happens when you have a kitten. He's about a year and a half old maybe, so he's very playful and energetic. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. So here's the pen. It says Hobonichi Techo 2020. I know a lot of people collect these pens. So this is a tricolor pen. So you have black, you have blue, and you have red, which is nice because then if you put this in your planner, you know, you have multiple different colors to use for your planning, which is cool. And it actually matches my planner this year, so that's pretty neat. So let's go ahead and open this up. This is the Weeks, the Hobonichi Weeks, and this is the Mega Weeks. So if you're not familiar, what Hobonichi does is they have a regular Weeks and a Mega. Here are just some things that come with it. They're not in English, but that's okay. I like the little comics. Very cute. So with the Weeks, you have the regular and the Mega. The only difference between the regular and the Mega is how many blank pages you get in the back of the book, which I'll show you in a minute. So here is my planner. I got red this year. I forget what color it was called, but I got red. So you always have the year on the front, and these are a really nice, like little compact size. These are great for carrying around with you. Very easy to throw in your purse if that's something you like to do. So inside, you get calendars. So here's your current year, 2020. You also have the previous year and then the following year. you have this page, which has all 12 months. And there are lots of different ways that you can use this page. And I'm going to go more into all of that when I do my actual planner setup and layout video. This is just kind of to show you, you know, what these planners are like. So you start with December here, and then you have all your monthly calendars. And I think it goes through April. Let's see, there's February, March. It goes through March of 2021. So you can do some forward planning in there, which is nice. And then this actually starts, it says November because it does a full week. So December 1st is actually on a Sunday. So it has a little bit of November and then starts in December. And then this is what your week's layout looks like. You have the entire year like this. And I got the Monday start. So it goes Monday through Sunday. And you have each of your days here. And then you have a blank page over here, and it's like a grid paper, if you can see. Now the paper in Hobonichi's is like to die for. If you are a stationery or journaling or planner addict, paper addict, whatever, this paper is just so, so nice. I love it. Once you start writing on it, it gets all crinkly and textury, and it's just awesome. Okay, so you have all 12 months, and then you get to the back here. And this is your note section. So in the regular Hobonichi weeks, I think you get like 60 or 70 blank pieces of paper. Sorry guys, I'm getting over a cold. In the Hobonichi weeks mega, you get a ton of blank grid paper, which you can see right there. We have, how many? 213 pages. I am so sorry, guys. So that is a ton of blank paper. And I use this paper for all different kinds of collections and things like that, which again, I will show in my other video. Then at the end here, you just have a bunch of stuff, not in English. You can cover these pages up or just leave them at the back, whatever you like. So that's the week's mega. It also comes with this little clear pocket. So you can peel the backing off, and then you can place this inside your journal, either in the front or the back, and then you can have a little pocket. And I am sorry for the noise again. The cat is now eating my Hobonichi box. So good thing I didn't want to save that. He's tearing it apart. Okay, and the last thing I got from Hobonichi is this. So I'm going to leave it wrapped up for right now, but it's just in a piece of plastic. It is just a plastic cover that you can put on over your Hobonichi to keep this fabric from getting dirty. So it just has a little slot here and a little slot here that you slide the book into, and it just kind of wraps around. And then you can still see your planner. Like right now it's very frosted looking because it's in the plastic outer package, but it's clear once it goes on. And then it has a little pocket and a little pen loop too, which is super cool. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is the Hobonichi Techo 2020 Cousin, and I got the all-in-one book. So again, here are just the same little papers that came in the other one. So with the Hobonichi Techo, you can get, I think it's called the Avec, and if you get that, it's January through June in one book, and then July through December in another book. And if you plan on carrying this around with you, that may be something you want to look at, because obviously the planner would be only half as big, so it's going to be lighter to carry around. Also, a lot of people, they like journal and do art and all kinds of stuff in these, and if you do that and glue a lot of stuff in, it can get like really chubby and crazy. So sometimes it makes sense to split it into two. Just makes it easier to work with. But if you're just using it as a planner, I think this is fine. And I'm going to be using mine just as a planner. So kind of like the weeks, you have your calendars. And then this one is a little bit different because you have all 12 months laid out in this format which, you know, this kind of format's great for like writing birthdays or important events coming up. You can also use it as an index. So like, let's say on January 22nd, I had something really important noted here. I could just come here to January 22nd and make a little note and use this as an index as to what's in the rest of the planner. So that's pretty cool. Then this starts with your full calendars. And it started with December. And let's see. It goes through, is it just March? Yes, it goes through March. And then in this one, you also get this now timed daily layout. So you can see you have your days at the top, again, with a Monday start. And then it's timed down here. So you can actually keep notes, you know, as you go for times. I'm going to use this different because I'm using this planner this year. This one is going to be used to put like my appointments and important dates, events, things like that, and maybe some notes over here. This one is going to be used to plan all my YouTube stuff, all my social media stuff, and to use as daily to-do lists. So that's this one's function. So like on this section, for example, I'm going to use this to plan out my videos for all our different YouTube channels for the week. So I could have a section for, you know, PSToyReviews, for this channel, Paul and Shannon's Life, and for Collector Corner. And if I start another channel, of course, I have plenty of room that I could use. So this goes through the entire year with these kind of weekly sections here. So let's see. That ends right there. So if you look at the side of the book, all these gray ones up here, those are those weeklies. Then you get into the page on a day section. So here we start with January 1st, and then we go on throughout the whole year. Now every month is going to have a different color little tabbed section here, so you can easily find the month you are looking for. It's like you can just turn, that would be April. What I'm using this for is a daily to-do, or like daily notes. If I'm on a business call and I have notes I need to jot down, I'm going to jot it down on the day of that call. I am so sorry, guys. And this goes through the whole year like this. Okay, so yeah, that goes through the whole year. Hopefully I can get through the rest of the video without coughing on you. I was just getting over strep throat, so my throat is like just all crazy, but you know, gotta get the videos out, right? So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so hey, my birthday, December 13th. So this takes you all the way through the end of the year. You have just like 2 pages or so, 4 pages of notes, like just graph paper. Then you have a timetable here in the back and just some other little pages that you can use. Or, like I said, you can cover these up with a piece of paper and have. And that's basically it. So that's my haul. I'm going to be using the Cousin this year, like I said, to plan all my social media and YouTube stuff, plus use as a daily to-do list. And I'm going to be using my Weeks Mega for all my appointments, events, anywhere I need to be, anything fun that has happened, it'll be noted in here. And also in the back section, I will keep all my collections. Like for those of you that are bullet journalers, I'll have all my collections back there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to know more about how I'm going to be using these, please check back. I will have a video coming up on that soon. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.